Hey everybody, just wanted to do my second video here, sent in by, or my second topic sent in by my Royal Rumble pool winner. So thank you very much. This one I'm going to be talking about, as you can see in the description or in the title of the video, what are the matches I would put in for Fastlane right now. They have a couple Divas title match, John Cena versus Rusev, the Sting Triple H segment that probably start off the pay-per-view, if not obviously end it. Probably start it off because the ending it will be the Roman Reigns Daniel Bryan match to determine the number one contender for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I think other matches in there probably will be a tag team match. You might even see Adam Rose in there. Probably maybe even more so seeing again of the tag team of Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. I think they seem pretty good and I think they deserve a little bit of a push. So hopefully they get to be on this card. Maybe another match with the Ascension maybe facing another legend. But definitely probably a tag team title match. The Usos probably will face probably the Miz and Mizdow. Since they're still technically together, and then start their breakup there, like a true breakup. I mean, they kind of teased it already on Raw, but maybe do something like that. So definitely maybe a couple of tag team matches, maybe even another Divas match would be nice. Not just because they're beautiful, but they are very talented. They're very talented wrestlers. They deserve more matches on main roster pay-per-views. Than just the Divas title match. They deserve that. They deserve some more time. Maybe maybe a 10-minute match for one match, but then the Divas match maybe should get more than that. Because they have stamina just as much as the guys do. Maybe not as much, but they definitely have it, and they definitely could go longer if they were given time. So hopefully, even though it's unlikely, maybe another Divas match I would like to see. But definitely a tag team title match would be in there, and maybe even Wade Barrett against Dean Ambrose in a Intercontinental title match. You're gonna have some title on the line if Rusev's not gonna defend his, Brock's not there to defend his. The women's title is gonna be defended. Okay, sure, that's one, but maybe another one, Wade Barrett versus Dean Ambrose. So that's how I would the other matches I would put in there, and go from there. I think Fastlane can be better than you think. The WWE Network is free for this month. I definitely enjoyed watching the Triple H interview on Steve Austin's podcast live on the WWE Network, exclusively on the WWE Network last night after Raw. So that alone, plus probably watching the NXT event here in mid-February, and then Fastlane. I mean, I've said it on my podcast, and I've said it on other people's podcasts as a guest that if they did away with the Elimination Chamber, and if that was the plan all along, which it was, they should have not even put a pay-per-view there. They should have just had it, the true road to WrestleMania, because with this Fastlane pay-per-view, or with whatever pay-per-view they were going to come up with, it's to me, it's actually more of a detour on the road, on the metaphorical road to WrestleMania, in my opinion. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I'm just saying, that if you're not going to have an Elimination Chamber, which I really liked, you shouldn't have a pay-per-view at all. You start building your feuds for WrestleMania the night after the Royal Rumble, if not maybe slowly after the Royal Rumble, because you have so much time to build them. Start them, build them, book them, and then obviously half of them at WrestleMania, and then book the finish for that. But in my opinion, if you're not going to have Elimination Chamber, you shouldn't have anything else. But in that same breath, with how they're trying to build up Fastlane and having this free month for people after everything that happened at the Royal Rumble and the booking of that finish, and trying to show people, show W fans like myself and others that Fastlane can be something that's worthwhile, whether it was a free month or not. And I'm gonna give it a chance, obviously, and hopefully a lot of other people do. But then again, that's their prerogative; they don't have to. I just think that I'm gonna, as my personality is, trying something new or just giving things a chance. And I think Fastlane can be better than you think. So, like I said, this is my second of, I'm sure, many videos I'm gonna do of topic suggestions from my Royal Rumble pool winner from the 2015 Royal Rumble. Now, obviously, I say that not just because that's true, but also to already get it started for 2016 Royal Rumble and that Royal Rumble pool that people are welcome to show their interest or be interested in that, because, like I said, my twist on it is that the person that wins gets to do topics all year. And then when I get to 2000, then it can be tangible t-shirts, videos, and maybe if my show has its own um, wrestling tees like Summer Monster does, which is, hey, great for him. But if I have enough to be able to want to do that, where it makes sense, if I have enough subscribers or fans or Twitter followers on my wrestling podcast at WWE_podcast, that then I can do that. Right now, I am getting closer and closer to 1,000 followers, but hopefully I can get closer and closer to 200 subscribers. Right now, I think I'm at 21 or 19 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, welcome to subscribe. I do apologize, the videos aren't as great as others, but then again, like I said, I'm just starting, and I just don't have the resources like they do. I'm doing the best that I can, making the lighting as I can here in my home here. Obviously, looking the best as I can, professional and whatnot. Myself, as you can tell from the other videos I started doing, I wasn't quite that way. I was having like a squiggly beard and almost those what was those mustaches, or handlebar mustaches, I guess they were called. They were getting pretty long. So just stuff like that I try to improve, but in the overall generalization of the video or quality, I don't have the capabilities of editing or putting pictures or whatnot. Otherwise, I would be like Sean's View Entertainment sometimes when he does videos and he just has the picture and he records his sound over it. I would love to do that. I mean, it's not because I don't think I'm cute or handsome. It's just because in general, you always try to, shy away from that. But either way, like I said, so this will be one of many topics, and I look forward to finding out any other topics that my Royal Rumble pool winner has. I would say who it is. If you're wondering why each and every time I say it that way instead of mentioning by name, for one, I don't know the person's real name or first name, so I'm not gonna just put a name out there and obviously not know, because that would just be dumb and stupid and unprofessional. But also, just because that's how it is. So, but yeah, definitely. Hopefully, I can get a lot more people for 2016. This year, I was able to at least get. I was able to get a little bit over 30. I had 32. I had 32 people part of my Royal Rumble pool this year. So, and that was even hard enough to get that. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say, oh, I had so much influx of interest. I didn't. I had 32 people. Whether it was on Twitter or Facebook, show that they were interested. Hopefully, as I do videos here from my from my Royal Rumble pool winner of 2015, that I can draw interest for 2016. By always mentioning that the winner gets to give me topics for videos, whether it's wrestling. It doesn't even have to be wrestling. It can be football. It could be like the next topic the person could send my way. 2015 winner could be, what were your thoughts on the Super Bowl? Who's your favorite singer? Or um, talk about your stance on gay marriage, or are you a Republican or Democrat, or just, it can be anything. It could be personal, it could be specific, or it could be general. It does, and it obviously could be pro wrestling, could be NFL, NBA, any sport, anything. Any topic is open. It doesn't have to just be WWE or pro wrestling related. Obviously, I love talking WWE, and I love talking NFL because I do an NFL podcast as well, Talking Packers with Steve, blogtalkradio.com/talking_Packers. But I can talk about other things, and I'm not saying they have to. It's the winner's prerogative on what they want to topics they want to bring up. So I can't make anybody do anything. I can just say, you can send me topics of anything, and I'll say the same thing to whoever wins next year, year after that, until, like I said, I get to 2,000 subscribers or 2,000 followers on the Twitter handle of the WWE podcast. So, that's just how it is. And I just wanted to clarify that for everybody, whoever wants to join next year. Like I said, I was lucky to get 32 people for my first inaugural, and hopefully for next year, as my podcast grows and everything grows, um, go from there. My next WWE podcast episode will be my WrestleMania podcast, preview. I'll probably have a couple of guests on, and that will be obviously that Friday before Mania, March 27th. The time will be determined as we get closer and closer, but that's the next podcast episode. Until then, I'm doing videos like this in general for all things. So hopefully everybody enjoys. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Welcome to leave comments below, obviously. Let me know your thoughts on anything and everything, the topic of this episode or topic of this video or whatever's on your mind. Don't be shy. Take care.